Hey Troy, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, bro? Cheers.
How's it going? Boop.
Life is good. Yeah, boop.
Hey, we got a special night tonight. We got a guest.
Guests are always welcome.
Yeah, I think most people in the chat don't know this guy.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, he's a fan favorite.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, let's go ahead and bring him up.
All right.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey,
hey,
let
let's
me
ask-
let me get in on that. There
There
you
you
go.
go. There you go.
Cheers.
Is the dog father? I'm sorry, the Godfather. I think so. Dog father.
What's going on, man? It's been a while since I talked to you guys.
Yeah.
yeah, it's yeah, we're just hanging out on Tuesdays, hanging out,
There you go.
chilling. But I gotta go find a little fuzzy guy for my mic because it's picking up some wind noise here. So why don't you two carry on here for a minute while I go
Yeah,
try
we
to
got
find.
you covered, man. We got you covered. No
Let's do
worries.
it.
Yeah. So, Alton, man, you've been busy, bro, and I have too, I guess. But you doing all right?
We're doing all right, man. We're doing all right. So,
Yeah.
we've been having to deal with the curveballs of life, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
We go back. I got to go back to my doctor tomorrow to get the official. But last Wednesday we did some blood work and a CT scan, and I saw the results on my patient portal, and everything looks to be clear. So I just want to get the official word tomorrow, and then we can move on to our next checkpoint. That's going to be probably in November. But we're doing well, man. We're doing well.
Praise God. Praise God, man.
Yeah, man.
Prayer is always out there for you, there, my friend.
Yes, sir, man. I'll tell you what. The dog pound came through for us, man. There's a lot of prayers and well wishes that got sent our way, and I really appreciate everybody for doing that, and everybody hanging in there with us, having to kind of shut down production there for a while and deal with a lot of things. But hopefully, we're going to be starting to get some more content flowing. So hang in there. We're almost there. We're almost all the way back.
Power of prayer, bro. That's
Yeah,
you can't deny that, man.
absolutely, man. Absolutely. So
I'll say though the whole the issue with the virus going around last couple of years, including me. A lot of YouTubers have pretty much shut down making videos as often as they were, at least in the cooking community that I've noticed. I put up a video maybe once every month or so now. And I miss hanging out with all of my friends like you, Alton.
yeah,
So
man.
I'm so glad. I know you probably like 15, 20 minutes from me, but I'm glad you could join on tonight's chat and just hang out, have a good time.
Yeah, man. Rob and I have been trying to sync up the schedules to make it work here for the last however many weeks, but we finally got a week that worked out, man. So I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to hang out with you, Rob, the chat, man. Everybody. I just want to try and get back into the community, man, and have fun, do what we love.
Well, let's see who we got in the chat. I saw Russ in here. Smoky Ribs, Stephen and Jacqueline, good to see you. Judge Webb, good to see you. Oh, Quint's in the house. Quint Nelson. Oh, Dwayne, man, good to see you, Dwayne. Scotty's backyard barbecue.
Yeah.
The chat you want to recognize?
No, I saw Ryan Geary in there. Chef Boy RG. Really cool dude. Great channel, man. Some awesome content.
Cool.
If you
Y'all
haven't
go check
checked
him
him
out,
out,
man.
you got to check him out.
Go check him out. There's people in the chat, man.
Yeah, I love seeing his videos, man. His take on the way he does things and how simple he makes his cooks, and how he maximizes the video potential, the entertainment factor, as well as matching it up with the education. So, dude, definitely Ryan is one of those channels. Chef Boy RG, you guys go check him out, man. Trust me, you'll enjoy what you see.
I see Oso's in the house too. I actually don't watch a lot of the larger channels. I mean, I watched Russ today, but
Yeah, Russ had a nice pizza burger going.
yeah, that was pretty cool. But there's a few that I will watch that are larger, and there's a bunch of them that are smaller channels that I go check out and just kind of see what they're doing and just kind of hang out there. And sometimes I don't comment, just I'm lurking,
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of young channels out there that I'm very proud of, and man, I wish them all the best.
Yeah, the young bucks I call them, man. They're hungry, man. They're hungry.
They are.
They want their seat at the table.
They sure do. They sure
Yeah.
do. I mean, I'm at the point in my life where I'm not really trying to make my YouTube channel any larger than it is. So I'm just kind of just chilling, hanging out. But I do enjoy watching the smaller channels, the up and comers, as I said.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing a really good job, man. That Joe just had his competition that profiled the smaller channels. And I tell you, just watching that and seeing some of the creativity that these guys displayed, and had a bunch of curveballs thrown at them, some areas that they may not have been, comfortable with, but dude, they pulled it off. And all I can say is I'm glad I wasn't in it because I probably would have got taken out first round.
Well, I look at it kind of like being in a track meet, and you got the four different guys running around the track, racing each other, and you hand the baton off after each lap to the next guy. That's what I'm doing. Let's hand it off to the next guy. Let's let them run with it, see what they can do.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've always told people, man. The OGs of YouTube, man. At least in the barbecue community, is man, you and Russ. I mean, people, they tell me, oh man, I've been watching you since before I started, and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, hell, I've been watching Russ and T-Roy since before I started, So it's all in cycles, man. All in cycles.
It is. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm handing the baton off. You take it and do what you want with it, man. I wish you luck.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And I'm still putting up videos just whenever I feel like it. I ain't no, set weekly pattern like I used to be. I'm just chilling. I enjoy this. You know? It's fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try to get back to a weekly pattern.
I do it for the fun of it. I don't do it to make money. I'm not interested in all that advertisement stuff. Some people are. I'm not. I don't care. I just have fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, speaking of those smaller channels, man, the up and comers, Triple B is in the house, man. And Triple B is another one of those channels. He was in that competition as well. And he does some really good stuff.
Cool.
So that's another channel you guys got to make sure you go check out. And in fact, we're going to be doing a collaboration, Triple B, myself, and Cooking with CJ. We've got a little collaboration that we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully we're going to get it out here in the next couple of weeks. But you want to stay tuned for that one.
Nice.
We got a question. We got a thing from Kenneth Shower here. First brisket a couple years ago, watching the video, T-Roy. Perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Kenneth. I guess you had a really good piece of meat. I'll always say if you want a good brisket, man, you got to pay the money, pay the extra money, and get you a good quality grade of beef.
Yeah.
That makes all the difference. Seriously, it does.
Absolutely.
It does. And your pit, if you have a good pit, it'll make you look good. When your family and friends come over and taste that piece of brisket.
That's right.
So, congratulations, man. I'm glad I can help you out there. Cheers to you.
We got Mitch and Phillip in here. So they just wrapped up their show a little bit ago here.
Yeah, I was just watching those guys, man, do what they do.
Yeah, in case y'all didn't know, they got a live every Tuesday. I thought it started for Thursday. Every Tuesday before we go on, you can catch Mitch and Phillip.
Yeah, 6 Eastern.
Good stuff. Yep, good stuff.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Yeah, so I went to go look for that dead cat thing. I started packing some stuff because I'm moving. It's in one of those boxes.
Cool. All right.
But I came out and it was raining. But now it looks like it stopped. So I'm all good.
The wind sounds better too.
Well, yeah. So now I pinned it inside my shirt.
Ah, okay. I got
So now if you hear anything, it's just my chest hairs.
I'm gonna need another little drink on that one, man.
Yeah. Do the boop on the chest hairs.
A little fish in the kitchen. There you go. Good to see you. Good
Hey,
to see you.
Marcel. Yeah, so yeah, I wasn't here when we started out to highlight everybody in the chat here.
Yeah,
Somebody
we've
start
been
doing that.
we're kind of going through it
Yeah.
and seeing who all's in there, recognizing people in the chat. That's cool.
California Santa Maria tri-tip recipe suggestion.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll take that one. You know, you guys, if you followed me, you know, I had a Lone Star Grills Santa Maria back here on Barbecue Boulevard for a while. And, you know, one of the cooks we did some Santa Maria style tri-tip. And, man, I tell you what, a good recipe that's very simple, you know, is always going to be that kosher salt, some 16 mesh black pepper, and then, believe it or not, the Montreal steak seasoning. You know, it's where it's got some really good coarse stuff in there, great textures. So it can give you a really good seasoning on a tri-tip. And then, you know what, I start that up kind of high just so I can get more smoke flavor, almost kind of reverse searing, you know, if you will, like with an offset, but kind of setting it up high and letting that burning wood just kind of perfume the tri-tip, and then dropping that grill down and finishing it off. And what I target is about 127 to 130 degrees of internal temperature, and then let it rest, and then make sure you cut against the grain. Most people, you know, like to just take that tri-tip and cut it one way all the way across, and it's really not that simple.
Yeah.
You know, even us Texas guys know that. So make sure you're paying attention to the grain of your tri-tip and cut against it to get those really good tender cuts.
Yeah, it's almost like you can. It's like a V shape. You can cut it in half and cut one way, kind of like a brisket, and
Yeah.
pointing
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
yeah.
cut it in half.
Same thing, you know.
Yeah.
You got to cut across the grain and get it tender. Alton, what kind of wood would you use if you had a choice of wood to use on a tri-tip?
Man, I'm always gonna go oak. You know, I love that post oak. You know, white oak, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say white oak is kind of more what they have out there in the California area. I might be wrong on that.
Red oak.
Red oak. I'm sorry, red oak.
Yeah,
but they're all really similar.
Harry Sue brought me some red oak from California over there when he was here cooking tri-tip with me on my pit. So
there you go.
It's red oak, man.
You know, well, one of my buddies here. I don't know, T. Roy, if you've been out here to Brotherton's Black Iron in Pflugerville, or even Liberty over in Round Rock, but their sausage is house made, and their sausage guy, they call him the Sausage Sensei. He is on Instagram as well, and that guy does a ton of sausage classes, and they actually just did one out at Harry's place last week or the week before, and they're gonna have another one coming up here, I believe, in November, December timeframe. So, but yeah, that dude is out there, man, hanging out with Harry and doing some sausage and doing some great things, man. So once again, Harry Sue, a fine ambassador of barbecue, man.
I just happened to be texting with Harry last night. He texted me and brother James, and yeah, he's having a good time just texting back and forth. So he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. He'll keep you laughing for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
he's like a whirlwind. He's like a whirlwind, man. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. He's just go.
Absolutely. But you know, a lot of people that do reach out and say, "Oh man, I remember seeing you hanging out at T. Roy's and Harry Sue and this and the other." And one of the things that I don't know if everybody understands. I mean, yeah, we're all hanging out, we're cooking, we're having good food, and we're exchanging recipes and methods, but more than that, man, it's just the brotherhood, just the sitting down and just telling the stories and hearing how everybody's doing and how they got into the barbecue game and all of the things behind the scenes. Man, I tell you that, dude, I didn't have to cook or eat anything that day just to be there and hear all the stories and interact, man. That's what it's all about.
I remember how wowed you were when you showed up and saw all the YouTubers here just hanging out and having a good time, and stuff we did off camera, the talks we had, and hanging out, like you said, man. It was fabulous. We had a good time.
Absolutely. I
And
was, I was a little young pup then, man.
you were. Wasn't it would you make some meatloaf that time you came over?
Yeah, I did the cream cheese stuffed meatloaf.
That's right. Yeah. Dude, that was like one of the top things, if not the top, the best thing we had that day. It
Oh
was
man,
really,
I
really good.
appreciate it.
You outdid yourself on that one, bro.
Dude, I appreciate. I can tell you that when Harry hit me up and he said, "Hey, we're all gonna do these cooks, but let's do something that you grew up with, or something that is personal to you." And because I was trying to figure out, man, what am I gonna cook? What am I gonna offer up? These guys cook all this stuff all the time. What am I gonna bring to the table? And you got to talking with Gene, and meatloaf was one of the things that I grew up on, and that my kids loved when I made it. So and then Gene was like, "Well, let's kick it up, and let's do this and that and the other." And so yeah, we started doing it with the cream cheese, and man, that's how it went down. And it was a fun cook, man.
That was good. That was good stuff, man.
Yeah, but I tell you what, man, for me, the star of the show that day was that roux, man.
The 8-hour roux?
Man, I tell you what, that roux, we took all day. I mean, like they say, hey, when you're making a good gumbo.
I kept having to move where I was cooking it too,
Well, when the weather was not really working with us that day either. It was really, really cold. We had a little sleet going on and all kinds of things. And here we are out there at the grill trying to do this roux. But hey, man, we all took turns, making that roux.
Yeah,
and I tell you what, I've never ever been a fan of rabbit my entire life, but man, you killed that gumbo, man. It was good.
Thank you, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
it did turn out good after a long cook. In fact, it took so long to cook. Some of the people left. They didn't get to taste it.
Hey, I was still there.
It was late. It was late when it was done.
It was a fun day though, man. That was absolutely it was a blast, man, and I'm just glad I was able to be there. I see my brother Kenneth is in the house, and we got to hang out with Kenneth over there too.
Sure did. And he took some of that rabbit gumbo home and said he ate it on the way home.
See, Jeremy's wondering if ever go Maplewood. There's a bunch up in Canada. He's never tried it. I've never tried Maplewood.
Me either. I have had some wood chips.
I've tried Maplewood, not the logs, but chunks, and it is pretty good. It is pretty good, but it's more of a northern type style flavor. We don't get it a whole lot down here. In fact, I was lucky to find some chunks. It does add some sweetness. I kind of liken it to maybe Applewood, a little bit stronger, but it's got that sweetness to it. And it actually gives a pretty good color to the meat too. So it's pretty good stuff. But it's got some sweetness for sure.
Let's see. Barbecue Mike G. Rob's full on meat platter video is great. Thanks. Oh,
yeah, I enjoyed that too, Rob.
I got a picture of it here. Hold on.
I got to tell you, bro, that was quite a platter, man.
There you go.
Yeah. So
I was the pinwheels actually looked really good, and I was surprised you didn't really mention what the flavor and the taste was. You kind of moved on to the next one. So were the pinwheels any good?
They were funny. So let me go through the different things here. So you got top left, bowler roast, which I guess is a like the top shoulder of a cow,
like an arm roast.
Yeah, bowler, BOLAR. It super lean, but I mean, I got a nice smoke ring out of it, and you
did.
It wasn't as I don't know. I'm gonna go for just chuck roast from now on. If I don't think I'm gonna get bowler roast again. It was just super lean and just I don't know. It tasted awesome, but I would have rather had chuck roast on the platter. And then these in the middle and the top, those are apple sausages, so apple pork sausages. So there's a little chunks of apple you see inside those, and that was wrapped in bacon. Then you got some baby backs coming around, and then in the center, in the middle, the center at the bottom, you have boneless beef short ribs. Those had awesome marbling. In the video, I should have taken some screens of that, but they're amazing. And then you had the pinwheels, which I think were just flank steak and bacon.
Yeah. You said flank steak on the video.
Yeah, and they so I had everything on the same cooker for at 275. So I just treated this like a flank steak. I was gonna just put them on there. As soon as it got to like 115 or so, I was gonna pull them off. 115, 120. So I overdid them a little bit. They went to like 130, I think. But then it wasn't enough to cook the bacon through, really.
The flank steak really needs to be seared, though.
Yeah, yeah. So I wasn't thinking ahead with those.
That's all
It
right.
was good.
I just wondering what it tasted like.
Yeah, I if I do them again, I'll do them over high heat. But yeah, it was a fun video though. It was good times.
Yeah, it was good times, man. I enjoyed the video.
Yeah, long one though, 30 minutes. Although I tried to make it as short as I could.
Sometimes that's how it goes, man.
I mean, I guess if you have like 5 or 6 different proteins and you're trying to show like, hey, here's me putting them, take the membrane off the.
Actually,
so really short.
I enjoy the longer videos myself. I know a lot of people these days
they just scoot right through them, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I enjoy the longer video. I watched the entire thing.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
So you're that guy that watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm the one. Yeah.
Yeah, it rained again here for a sec.
I hear you.
So I wasn't familiar with that cut though. Is that part of And I think who was it? Kevin, I think asked the same question. Is that part of the shoulder cloth?
Yeah, I think it's like a my thing came undone. I think it's a bowler blade roast, is what you can also call it. But I mean, I looked on picture, and it looks like it's almost the other side of the chuck or something. I don't know. All I know is it's part of the arm or shoulder.
Yeah, it looked pretty lean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the back side.
Maybe, yeah.
Like shoulder blade back here?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there's no bone in it. And it took a little longer than I thought it was going to.
Again, probably because it was lean.
Yeah.
I mean, what I've found is meat that has a lot of marbling in it cooks faster. Like when I get meat from Little Bell's, it has so much marbling in it.
Right.
Just a regular ribeye steak cooks so much faster than a ribeye steak I get from my local HEB, man. It's just insane how quick those things cook because of the marbling.
I noticed that with the first Wagyu brisket I cooked. And usually, you get up to about that 200-degree internal, you start checking for tenderness, and you keep it going, check every 15, 30 minutes, whatever it might be. And I noticed, man, the last probably
half
8
hour
degrees, it was probably about 8 degrees I went up, and it probably went up that high in about an hour. I mean, it was just ridiculous how fast it went on the very end, and I had never had that happen to me on a brisket until the first Wagyu. So I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
That's true. That's why I always tell people when they're cooking Wagyu, you need to cook it a lot less time than what you would normally do a choice or prime,
Yeah.
It ain't going to take that long.
Yeah.
I noticed I had to do a lot of rotating too to cook it evenly because the point was just out racing the flat.
Yep, same here.
Like the neighbor kids yelling. I don't know if you can hear them.
It's almost like you need to take some tinfoil and put it over the point section to protect it from getting hot.
There you go.
Yeah.
See you, Marcel. Hopping in, hopping out.
Appreciate you joining in, man.
Brian's giving, let's see. To you, Jeremy, try the maple with peach. Use your maple with a little bit of peach or cherry. There you go.
I haven't used cherry in a while.
I hadn't either, but I'll tell you what, peach is one of my favorite woods I love to cook with, but I can't find it. It's hard to find out here, and if you do, it's very expensive. But peach is actually one of my. I would rather use that instead of cherry or apple. Peach is Peach is good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had peach. Most of them is using pecan or cherry.
I've had
Or
peach chunks before.
Okay.
And it worked out pretty good with like pork ribs.
Yeah.
Worked out pretty good with that.
Yeah.
That and pork shoulder.
Okay. Nice. All right, let me grab a beer here real quick. Nothing to highlight
Madwood's
here.
in the house. I see Madwood out there.
Yeah, I highlighted a couple of things. He was in the hospital or something. Hope he's feeling.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said he's feeling much better now. So that's good.
Oh yeah, old Terry, man. I'm glad to see you feeling better, brother.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Brian Cochran's in the house.
Yeah, I see Brian says Wagyu is the bomb. Says the last brisket he did was a Wagyu, and it was the best meat he ever made. So, I mean, what do you think about Wagyu, T-Roy? You like Wagyu?
Honestly, I like prime better. Wagyu is too rich for me. I mean, it's like eating straight butter. At least the ones I've had.
Yeah.
It's too rich for me, man. If you get a piece of Wagyu steak, I can maybe eat a piece or two. I can't eat the whole steak. It's just too rich. It's like having a super rich cake or something. You can't eat a lot of it. The flavor's there though. The flavor's the bomb. Don't get me wrong, but you just can't eat a lot of it. I like to not only have the flavor, but I like to have some substance getting in my belly. You know what I mean?
I hear that, man.
So,
I tell you what, with Wagyu, when I did that brisket, it was a Wagyu brisket. I didn't like it. I mean, yeah, it was, the flavor was spot on and the texture, all of that was good. It hit all the marks, but I didn't like it, because it was so rich. So I've always told people, when they ask me about it and, oh, would you do a brisket, do Wagyu? I'm like, no, I wouldn't do Wagyu. I understand it for the competition circuit, whatever. But for the regular backyard guy, would I recommend doing a Wagyu? No, not really. I mean, if that's what your heart's set on and you have the money to do it and you want to do it, go for it. But what I would do? No, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, everybody should maybe try it once. That way
you might like it.
Like, eh.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If you're wanting to try Wagyu, get a
Yeah.
small steak. Don't get a brisket. Try something smaller that's not going to cost you $120.
Yeah.
Just give it a shot. But it's going to cook a whole lot faster than your normal steak would. I guarantee you.
That's absolutely true.
Barbecue Man of Iowa says, "What's up, T-Roy?
What's up? Cheers." Oh, look, I'm doing some live oak.
Some live oak pilsner. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I like this.
I just got the Corona premiere again.
I'm just on bourbon and Coke tonight.
All right.
Well, I started to get the jug knowing that you was coming on.
I'll tell you what, man, the jug will have you slurring words and all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, I figure I better not touch the jug.
Barbecue Mike says the grass-fed Wagyu tastes extra grassy.
Yeah, grass-fed does taste a little grassy, doesn't it? It's actually pretty good, though. Pretty good.
Quint says, I don't care for the Wagyu tallow either. I get that, it's like $30 for like a kind of a tub of the Wagyu tallow on Amazon.
Yep.
I don't know. I bought it 6 or 8 months ago. I still have it. So what I'll use it for is if I'm doing like a truck roast or something. I do truck roast all the time. If I do a truck roast, I use that as a binder. Use that as a binder, and then it's just nice.
I use it. I melt it down and use it when I'm wrapping stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's I'm not using Wagyu meat. I'm just using a Wagyu tallow.
Yeah.
And it actually enhances the flavor a little bit. But man, that richness is just, if you use too much of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used it on that barbecue platter for the short ribs.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I heated some up and poured a little bit over it just because I was going to use some beef broth or something, but I didn't have any, of course, because I wasn't thinking. And
you used it on the bowler steak too, right?
Yeah, I used it on the bowler steak. It probably saved the bowler steak from being too dry.
Yeah, I'll use it if I'm doing a select brisket. Select brisket, it has less fat in it. Add some of that tallow to it, and like T-Roy said, in the wrapping process. and also in the resting process. Meat side down, wrapped up with that tallow in there, and
Yeah.
it does help it.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't have that in the cabinet, I don't know what I would have used. I probably just used. I probably have chicken stock. I could have used. It would have been fancy. Something.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, these short ribs taste like chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
Thomas Bullard likes the Chargriller background scenery. Learned much of his barbecue on Chargriller Acorn along with the other brand. Nice. Look at that. There's 2 acorns behind me there.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, once it gets cool enough to get back here on the boulevard, man, and do live streams or whatever, then we'll do that and have the grill's profile, but it's just too dang hot right now. Today is not. Today, I don't even think we hit 90 degrees today, with all this weather that came through. But, man, we've been hot for the last, since May,
Yeah, it actually feels pretty good out here right now. And like I said earlier, Alton and me are about 15, 20 minutes apart from each other. So, but I'm outside, and it feels pretty good right now.
Yeah.
The other previous videos, I was like, man, that's 101, 104, 108. I'm going to hit the pool after we get off this live stream.
Yeah.
But today it's actually pretty nice.
I know what you meant by all that now that we got our pool put in. I'm like, I'm right with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That pool's nice, man.
Yeah, I jumped in today.
Come on, girl. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down.
See, Scotty says maple's great for salmon. Quint said he made the mistake of frying Wagyu hamburgers in the Wagyu tallow. Wow. That's like double Wagyu.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll piggyback on that. Something that actually really was good is I actually did chicken fried steak fried in beef tallow. It wasn't Wagyu tallow that I used, but it was just regular beef tallow.
Okay.
And basically, I had a ribeye steak that we butterflied open, pounded it out, seasoned it up, breaded it, and fried it in that tallow, man, and it was really good.
Yeah. I took two regular filet mignon. There's 2 regular ones. I remember. I don't think it was fancy. It was choice maybe. I don't know. Anyway, they weren't real expensive, but I had just got that jug of beef tallow. If anybody's wondering, it's a black jug. Just look up Wagyu beef tallow on Amazon. A black jug. It's probably $35. It'll last you forever. Anyway, so I threw it on the griddle. I just put some of the tallow down, and then I just put regular olive oil down. I tested them one at a time, this and this, and ended up the tallow one tasted like a much better cut of meat than the other one. So I had one of my daughters, Jillian, taste testing with me, and she ended up just eating the whole rest of the one that I did in tallow.
It's like you got some questions floating around in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it here. Ready? All right. Thomas and new with the live chat. Been very fortunate to have friends who have given me a variety of wood. Nice.
Good deal.
Kevin says, I inject brisket with Cosmos Q moisture magic mixed into Campbell's concentrated beef consommé.
I've got a Cosmos brisket injection. I can't remember which one it was or which one it is right now. I've had that probably a year and a half or something, and I've just never used it.
I've got his mop, the Cosmos Q brisket mop.
Yeah.
I like to marinate my steaks in that.
Huh.
Turn out pretty good, man. It's good
But
stuff.
that's pretty good. He makes some good products.
He does.
I tell you what, if you really want just an insane color on some pork ribs, man, try out that cherry rub that he has. That one actually it has such a good red color. It's just ridiculous, man. That makes some beautiful looking ribs.
Nice.
Good to know. I haven't tried it.
Let's see. Mike Coleman, our pellet smoker is fading away. Was getting bored with it, sold mine, and now have a kettle and PVC.
I don't think so. I don't think they're fading away at all.
Yeah, and they're super handy.
I don't think so either, and especially for
overnight,
especially for young parents that are trying to raise their kids and they're off to sports games and stuff.
Yep.
They need a quick cook or something they can put on and not worry about it. Pellet cooker's the way to go, man.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing was keen. They were targeting that audience, you know, that weekday cook, come home from work, be able to fire up the grill, you know, grill some steaks, some chicken, fish, whatever.
Yeah.
And not have it take all night, you know, and so no, I don't think it's going away at all, man. I don't think it's fading away at all.
Like I say, you put it on before the game, you come back home after the game, and dinner's ready.
Yeah.
You know.
Perfect. Have we ever tried American Wagyu brisket?
Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely have. And that was my first, you know, foray into Wagyu beef was with American Wagyu brisket.
All right.
Yeah, there's some ranches here in Texas that actually sell that, and it's some good stuff. It's really good, really good. I think they breed it with red Angus maybe or black Angus. I can't remember. They breed it with some Angus, and it turns out pretty doggone good. It's not the A5 Wagyu you get from Japan, but it's pretty doggone good.
I've got a question here from Jean Marie Matthews.
Yeah, I know about that question.
What's the best barbecue mistake you've salvaged?
How about you, T-Roy?
Man, I don't make mistakes. I'll have to think about that one. It's I think the one mistake that Alton's probably thinking of is my 8-hour roux that I made for that rabbit gumbo.
Oh no!
Where I didn't cook it inside because Harry Sue insisted we cook everything outside for our video, and then I kept having to move my roux from different cookers to try to make it happen. And then Harry Sue's inside cooking his stuff inside on my stove. All right. So there you go.
But hey, that wasn't a mistake though, T-Roy. I mean, what do they say about gumbo, man? You got to take your time.
It was good.
Let that roux just build, man. We built that roux for a good 7-8 hours, man. So it had tons of flavor.
8-hour roux, man. It was good. It was good in the end, though. That's what matters.
Absolutely, it was.
Shame everybody left.
Hey, I had some of it. It was fantastic, man. It was fantastic.
It was good.
But I think what Gene may be referring to for me anyway is you know, I was doing on my old Lone Star grills, my vertical offset cooker I had here. I was smoking a turkey, you know, for a video, as a matter of fact. And I've been smoking this turkey for, I don't know, a good 2.5, maybe 3 hours at that point. And I don't know, we had something that was going on in the garage. And so I left the smoker and came out here. We were in the garage doing whatever we're doing. And you know, you guys that are, you know, in tune with your cookers, you can kind of tell when you smell a certain something or whatever. And you can, oh, wait, my pit's too hot, you know, or whatever it might be. So anyway, I was in the garage and we're doing whatever, and I hadn't been in there, I don't know, 5-6 minutes, and I caught this little whiff of something, and I was like, "Oh, I think the pit's too hot." Smell it kind of has that metallic kind of smell to it, you know?
Yeah.
So I went back out there on the barbecue boulevard, man, and I went to go open up the door on that vertical chamber, and flame shot out.
Oh,
you know, and I was like, "Oh, hell," you know, and so I had to. Basically, I grabbed some long tongs and stabbed that turkey right through the breast. Stabbed that turkey, man, and pulled. So I ruined the skin, but pulled the turkey off and managed to get the fire tamp back down or whatever. And man, we put the bird back on and kept cooking. And once you got to the edits and, you know, put the video out, no one ever knew.
Yes, I was gonna say my video called "Turkey's on Fire" is probably the barbecue mistake I salvaged. Actually, it was on the offset here, but or no, it was the one I had. the same one, just the earlier model to this one. But yeah, I came out and I saw there was just smoke everywhere. I opened it up and just flames. And I caught it on the security camera I have. So part of that video is just the security camera, me coming out, opening it, and then quick shutting it and shutting all the vents to blow it out. But yeah, if anybody wants a laugh, just look up "Turkeys on Fire" under my channel.
Hey, it happens, man.
Yeah,
it does. It's really weird how we can take a lot of footage that we shoot and condense it into a video, and there's so much information that we edit out that people don't know about. You know, unless you're a video creator like we are, you never know what's going on behind the scenes.
yeah.
You know, like Alton came over here. He cooked his meatloaf and stuff that day with Harry, Sue, and all that. We had a blast, and we were here. I guarantee you, 10 hours, and my roux took 7 to 8 hours to cook. Y'all only saw like maybe a 30-minute video, if I put it that long, But there was a lot of stuff going on there. And Troy V, I appreciate you joining in the chat, man.
Yeah, Troy V.
I did have a happy accident with that cabbage soup video. You're right, man.
Yeah.
Viral, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. People like them little 3-minute videos that are how do you say vegetarian kind of. Well, I think I put some bacon in it, but the healthy stuff.
Yeah.
I still love reading the comments on that cabbage soup video, y'all. It's crazy. Them comments are nuts.
I'm falling behind here in the comments. I'm about 8 minutes behind. Barbecue Man of Iowa, you guys use TNT mop sauce yet? Man, that's good stuff. I haven't
tried it. I've got a couple of bottles here. I will be trying it soon, though.
Nice.
I didn't know he had a mop sauce, man. I need to check that out. Where you at, Byron? Send me some, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. Backyard suggests pellet smokers are not fading away.
We've got quite a few pellet smokers back there, man.
Yeah.
I still don't have one. I need to get me one.
Let's see. Clint says, Elton, I stepped out but heard something about cherry wood.
So that's Cosmos. There's a Cosmos Q.
Trumpet likes the convenience of his pellet smoker.
Yeah.
Smokers.
Hey, Trumpet's actually started putting out some videos, man. Y'all go check his channel out.
Yeah, he was another one that was in that barbecue competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trumpet Master has a live he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Also. Kind of like a hangout, like what we're doing.
Cool.
He's another one that's right here in our area, Troy.
Huh.
Oh, is
yeah.
It? Triple B says, roll tide, Troy V. Troy V says, no tide. Lunacy queuing. What's going on tonight?
There you go.
I see Uncle Steve shaking the house.
Oh,
how you doing?
Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Have to wait.
I keep seeing people say about pellet hopper fires on
wow,
pellet smokers. And dude, I've been cooking on different various pellet smokers, whether it's a premium, whether it's a cheap brand entry level. I've yet to have a pellet hopper fire. Knock on wood, I won't have one, but most of the times that I've talked to people that have had them, it was a maintenance issue as to why they ended up having a hopper fire. Now, I'm not saying that it it did some sort of design flaw is not in the mix with some of these different cookers or whatever, but the ones that I know of that I've had direct talks with, it's all been because of some sort of neglect on the owner's part.
Huh. So is it because that the shaft, I guess, is full of pellets, right? And it just climbs its way, it just burns its way out to the hopper? Or
well,
is it
what was happening?
Fall down in
a
there?
couple of them that I know of that happened. They didn't clean out their fire pot to where they actually had their igniter,
right.
Submerged in ash.
Okay.
And so it fails to ignite.
Right.
And instead of stopping and breaking it down and figuring out what's going on, they just stopped it, like powered it down, powered it back up, and restarted it.
Okay.
And so now you have this igniter that had already been trying to ignite through the ash, that now they started back up and it's trying again, but it's already gotten a certain temperature, and now it's adding on to. So it basically gave it a jump start as far as the temperature to get it started. So then
Yeah.
once it did burn through the ash, now you got this big pile of pellets, because
Yeah.
that thing just kept feeding pellets.
Yeah.
And you got this fire that went up to where the pellets are dropping down, because there's a big mound of pellets there now. It burns up those pellets and back into the hopper.
Huh.
And the next thing you know, you got a hopper fire and the whole pit's on fire.
Yeah.
You know, so I've seen some of those types of things. I mean, if you could look at sometimes the feed rates. You know, if the feed rates aren't correct on how it feeds the pellets into the auger, you
Yeah.
could potentially start something there. That's why I always said that. You know, I've heard people say, "Oh, they'll start their pellet smoker and go to sleep." You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, it's fire. You know,
Yeah.
unless you got it out of the way from your house type thing, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just go to sleep with that thing like right there, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let me skid up with these comps here. I'm still about 8 minutes behind. Great results with taste and texture by starting with my offset and then switching to the pellet smoker after wrapping. There you go.
I do that sometimes with Weber Smoky Mountain. Man, I'll start it on my offset, get the smoke flavor on it,
Yeah.
and then I'll switch it over and to my Weber Smoky Mountain and go to sleep.
There you go. I have to say pellet smokers are good, but let's be honest, offset smoker is the best. Get some good oak wood and let you get the smoke on it. But my Fox pellet grill, easy cooking at their age. Consider one myself, just overnight cooks. Start with the sticks, move on to the pellet grill at bedtime.
I am curious about that though. If you start a brisket, say on an offset stick burner or whatever, to get the smoke into it,
Yeah.
Why would you wrap it and then put it in a pellet smoker?
Well, instead of putting it in the oven, you're
I'm sorry,
instead of using up splits and stuff.
Well,
Sorry,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
to me, it's more. If you're going to spend more money in pellets than you will in splits.
That's true.
You know, so and all I'm saying, I mean, dude, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but I'm just saying if you're going to be efficient with it, you're not putting any more smoke flavor into it. Why not just throw it in the oven?
Yeah.
You know, if you got it wrapped up, throw it in the oven and finish it off or whatever. It's going to be really the same thing, because at that point, once you wrap it, you just need heat, right? So
Yeah, but
save your money in pellets and throw it in the oven.
yeah, but if you throw it in the pellet smoker, you're still outside drinking beers with your friends.
Not if you went in the house and went to bed.
Yeah,
I didn't say anything about going to bed.
I actually agree with Alton, man. If you're going to bed, put it in the oven.
Yeah, put it in the oven, man.
I've done that too. You know, I didn't show it on video, but I've done it.
Yeah.
I tell people that all the time that are new to barbecue and they struggle with fire management. And I said, man, just get your smoke on the meat the way you want to smoke it, wrap it up, throw it in the oven, and finish it off. Who cares? There's no rules to barbecue. Throw that out to all the snobs out there that say, oh, well, if you're not cooking it this way, it's not barbecue. Whatever. If you made it and you like it, your family like it, nobody else can tell you that it's wrong.
That's right.
You know, you do what works for you.
For instance, my wife doesn't like a ton of smoke on her meat. So sometimes I will start it on my Weber Smoky Mountain or my offset.
Right.
Get, 3 or 4 hours, maybe 6 hours of smoke on it. And about the time I'm wrapping it, I'll throw it in the oven.
Yeah.
I do. I'll wrap it in foil or the paper, and I'll throw it in the oven. And she's fine with that. If I leave it on the smoker the whole time, then the bark gets a lot of that smoke flavor, and she wants to scrape that bark off if she can. So she doesn't like that smoke flavor.
Yeah.
So it depends on your family, depends on what they like. Just do the best you can and try to make everybody happy in your family. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Russ, wondering what's y'all's favorite pastime. He likes sitting out front and shooting houseflies with the bug assault rifle. I've had some issues with I'm on my second bug assault rifle. The first one I got was a version 2, I guess it was, and it was great for a while. But then it just started. I don't know if it gets clogged up or what. So I'm on a tier 3 maybe or version 3, whatever. And it was great for a little while, a few months. But then now again, I don't know if it's getting clogged up or what, but it's not. So anyway, the other day I emptied out all the salt, took some hot water, poured it in there. I watched like a how-to video, a little troubleshooting thing. Do you guys know what we're talking about? The bug assault rifles?
I've never seen that.
Okay, they're these little salt guns. I'm gonna grab a beer in a second. I'll grab one. So they shoot salt. It's just a little, like you cock it and it uses, compressed air to go and shoot the salt out, and it kills flies. I've also shot wasps, big horse flies. They take a couple shots, but you could take them down.
I didn't.
You gotta chase them around.
I didn't know you used water in the gun. I've seen
No, yeah, you're not supposed to use water.
Oh, okay.
So mine wasn't working, so I watched a troubleshooting video, and supposedly like you empty out all the salt and you pour some hot water in, and then you shoot that a few times, and that should, I guess, clear out any clogs. But yeah, I guess mine's pretty clogged up right now.
I have to check that out, man.
We'll see what Russ says. Oh, but anyway, Russ's main thing was what are your favorite pastimes, and while you guys answer that, I'll leave the question up so you remember how to answer it. I'm gonna grab a beer here real quick, and I'll grab that salt gun.
You want to go, Alton?
Pastime is barbecue now. It used to be playing golf. And I tore up my shoulder, tore up my back. And golf is kind of become a thing of the past now. I still like watching it or whatever, but more so now, man. It's just hanging out with the fam and barbecuing and now enjoying the backyard, man. That type of thing. So,
well, I enjoy stargazing. Watching meteor showers and checking out the stars and satellites going by when it's just after sunset. I'll watch that. You know what? Actually, I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube videos that deal with cooking, unless it's some of my old friends like Russ, Smoky Ribs, or Alton, or Greg over Ballistic Barbecue, Justin, Big Bag Maniac. I watch some of my old friends, but mainly on YouTube, what I've gotten to watch are, and this happened since I did my Eastern tour of Texas, where the Union Pacific 4014 steam engine was roaring through, heading south, and then came back, turned around New Orleans, and headed back north through Texas. I like watching trains, especially the older steam engines, on YouTube, and I also like watching these channels that have restoration videos where they go into a field of cars and trucks, and or even in the woods, and they find an old diesel truck or something, or some old car that's classic from the 50s or 40s or whatever, and it ain't ran in like 40 years, 50 years, and they make it run again, and then they drive it home. I like that kind of stuff, man. Derek over at Vice Grip Garage, I watch his videos every Friday, man. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. So I watch all that kind of stuff instead of watching YouTube videos on cooking.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
It's just my own side interests,
Yeah.
It's funny you mentioned that because I've gotten into where I don't watch a lot of cooking videos as much as I used to, and I get into watching fishing videos, cruise videos, and then the videos where these guys are going out snorkeling down and catching lobsters. I like watching that stuff.
Yeah, so, I know it's cool.
Trying to figure out how they hold their breath for that long.
That's cool. That's fun. There's a bunch of different stuff out there you can watch.
Oh yeah.
Mike Coleman
There's only so many different ways you can do a brisket, right?
Yeah. His kids are done with baseball, so no need for set it and forget it cooks. Charcoal and wood. There you go.
There you go, Mike.
You know, speaking of baseball, man, have you guys been checking out this Little League World Series?
No.
Oh, dude, I tell you, I don't watch a lot of baseball, but man, watching these kids play has been so refreshing. You know, seeing the love of the game.
Oh yeah.
And these kids are so passionate, you know, about playing baseball.
Yep.
Yet, you know, they still have their sportsmanship. You know, if they hit a batter, you know, a pitcher hits a batter, you know, he'll go over and, oh, dude, you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You know, and
Yeah, my bad.
they hug it out and go on. But yet, then you get the Major League Baseball guys on, they get hit by a pitch, they're ready to fight. You know, it's like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yep. And they probably do the high fives after and all that.
Yeah.
You know, the high five line.
It's been a lot of fun watching them play, though. I'll tell you that.
Nice. Hey, Niners Nation, how's it going tonight?
Hey,
Nice.
now.
All right, so I grabbed this. All right, let me scroll real quick to see. I'm curious to see if Russ has any issues with his bug assault.
We got Brother Thyron in the house.
Hey, Rick.
TNT.
TNT,
Sup, Tyron?
what's going on, man?
Good to see you, Thyron.
We were just talking about the mop sauce a little bit ago.
Yeah. Hey, Thyron, hit me up, man. You said you might be coming out here in October, dude. Hit me up. Maybe we can make that work.
You still planning a little something in October there, Alton?
No, he's actually coming down. I think the week after, because when we were trying to do it, I'm actually going to be out of state,
Oh, okay. All right.
and so we were like, I'm not going to be able to do what I was wanting to do. That get a whole bunch of YouTubers over here, you know, and do whatever. But
So I can take that off my calendar.
yeah, I can't make it happen, man. I wish I could.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mark Mower is saying he learned at a barbecue restaurant with an indoor pit, never start a fire and go to sleep.
It's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I guess I don't have any moderators in here. Let me get rid of this person. There's an online dating person in here.
I saw that. I thought maybe Steve
Yeah.
and Jacqueline
Oh,
got
actually, yeah, we're in Troy's channel. That's
Yeah,
right.
we are, man.
You don't have any moderators?
I do, but they don't know that I'm on right now.
Yeah. All right. So here's this bug assault. So you open up the hopper. You fill that was full of salt.
just regular salt.
Yeah, just table salt, Morton's table salt kind of thing.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's working right now. I'm not going to shoot the camera, but
Yeah, I can see it bouncing off your hand.
yeah.
So that's just like abrasive enough that it kills flies or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it you know. I wish I could slow motion it for you, but anyway, they're awesome. I
How
think they're
close
like
up do
30
you have
bucks.
to get to the flies though?
Yeah, $30 or so. I'm sure you got some flies on Barbecue Boulevard.
Yeah, but I'm saying, how close do you have to get to the flies to be able to
Oh,
get
it
them?
says it's accurate up to 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
So you got to get a little close, but not close enough where you're going to scare them away.
So now you got to clean up a dead fly and salt.
Yeah. Well, you're outside. You don't care about it too much, right? Although I've used it inside quite a bit. We had, you know, every now and then you get some flies in the house, right? Or like a wasp comes in and you just start running around the house like, you know, where's that wasp?
I hate flies, man.
Whoop. We got somebody watching but not muted.
Y'all make sure you hit that thumbs up. 70 in, 42 likes. Come on, get some more up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kenneth says, when I wrap barbecue goes in the oven.
I see Brother James is in the house.
There you go, Kenneth.
Uncle Steve saw that person in here. Woohoo! Adult stuff.
There you go. Yeah, I forgot that we were doing my channel, so I actually logged in on YouTube on my channel. Now I'm looking for trolls.
Yeah. T-Roy's looking for trouble.
I'm looking for trouble. I'm gonna blast some people, man.
T-Roy's
Yeah.
looking for T-rolls.
Yeah, I've got
Ah.
Kenneth and James are in here, and my
Hey, James.
moderator's that.
What's up,
Man, I
James?
haven't talked to James in like forever.
Yeah, I chit chatted with him last night a little bit on text. He's doing good, man. He's busy though. He's busy. Kind of like
Hard
you.
work being the man.
It is. It is. I
See,
think hopefully I'll see him next week.
yeah, see, Troy, you got to make Steven a moderator.
Why?
He's the best moderator on all of YouTube.
Stephen
Pretty
and
much.
Jacqueline.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
That's Mr. Smackatrol right there.
Where's
Yeah, he
Stephen
is.
at? Let me see if I can find Stephen.
Cooking with Steven and Jacqueline.
Yeah, I know him. I'm just trying to look for him.
Okay, yeah, you should be able to click the if you're on there, click the little dots
Yep,
and
I
make
got it.
moderator. I think.
I know how to do it, bro.
I know. Well, I don't know how many lives you do.
Put him in timeout. That's what I need to do. No, I'm just kidding. There you go. There you go, Stephen.
So I see that question in there from Al Lunacy Queuing says, "What's your go-to grill for small cooks?" And I know I can tell you right away what mine is, and that's the Weber kettle.
Yeah. Mine's an Acorn. I'm looking for that question. I guess it's I'm like 15 minutes behind, so I'm scrolling.
Yeah, that's one grill I'll always have is a Weber kettle. I don't care how many other grills I end up with. I will never be without a Weber kettle.
Yeah.
Same here, man. Same here. I love my Weber Smoky Mountain, but that kettle. Yep.
Absolutely.
All right. So Russ, I got up to your reply here finally. Just got it today. So far, so good. Yeah. If it gets clogged, I think you have to put hot water in it, and then I think I put salt back in it too soon after I did the hot water. Should have let it dry out a little bit more. So I probably got to redo that now.
I just added Troy V to a moderator too. I'm adding people to moderation here, man.
Cool.
Help me out, brother
Get
Rick.
the Blue Riches in the house.
There you go, brother Rick.
Let's see. Thomas Ballard will have an heart cath with stent placement next Thursday, first week of September. Then smoking ribs for the church for Labor Day weekend. What are we thinking about you, man?
Yeah, Thomas, hang in there, man.
Definitely, Thomas. Thanks, man. Definitely keep you in prayers.
CLMA 751. Hey guys, big fan from Massachusetts. What's going on?
Mass in the house.
All right, now we're talking about now we're all talking about the spammer.
I use a 22-inch Weber kettle. Somebody was asking.
Okay. Tom's test kitchen has the bug assault. Works great. Sam says they're actually killing bugs with that. Yeah, works great on flies. Couple shots on the wasps. 2 or 3.
Oh, see my brother Tom. Tom's Test Kitchen's in the house.
Yeah.
A taco bird.
Mark says put a fly swatter at the end of it.
Yeah.
Russ has a fly zapper too, tennis racket style. Nice.
Brother Rick is in the house. What's up, Rick?
I know. I see Rick's in the house, man. Cool.
Yeah, I highlighted one of Rick's things before. I think it was when I went to grab a beer. Yes, it's Mario's here.
Myself. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Madwood makes a good mod. That's a good point, Mario. All right, here's that favorite grill for small cooks. Yeah, for you two.
Weber kettle, man.
Yeah, Weber kettle or Smoky Mountain, and then for me it was the Acorn.
Well, for small cooks, I'd definitely say the kettle.
I got a couple of 22-inch kettles here.
I actually bought a 24 and a 26 that are the old retro style colors. I got the Glen Blue and the Spring Green recently.
There you go.
That Weber was selling, and I'm definitely loving those. My wife loves the colors too, but I like them.
Yeah, they got those vintage ones now you can get.
That's what I'm saying. The old vintage colors.
Yeah. Okay. Rick says Steven wants to put me on timeout on my own live. Nice.
That's good stuff right there. That'd be funny.
Yeah. Weber kettle and we're Smoky Mountain is what I got. I am so close to being caught up.
Cool.
You know, I've yet to use a WSM.
Really?
Yeah, that's one cooker I've never used.
Dadgum, man. I recently bought a 14-inch Weber Smoky Mountain.
Really?
I think I've only cooked on it on one occasion, and I made a video on it. But, man, a pork butt, I think that's what I cooked on it. Pork butt turned out fabulous. It's just it cooks exactly like the bigger versions. It's weird. It's really weird, but it's exactly the same type of cooker as the larger versions. You just have to add fuel more often than you would on the larger one.
Right.
Nice.
But
I
it's
used the only one I've ever used was over at Keith Betag's house for Keith Fest. But made some wings on it.
hey, have you heard from Keith Betag? I've been calling him like 3 times in the last few months, and he ain't
Oh
returning
no?
calls. I can't leave a message because his mailbox is full.
Yeah, I see.
Last I heard, he had some kind of cancer, and he's doing some
Yeah,
treatment
he
or something.
quit drinking or smoking. One of them.
Quit drinking. He said he'll never quit smoking.
I know he quit one of them.
Yeah,
I heard he was doing better. I don't know.
I don't know. I wish
I
I
don't know
did.
enough to talk about it. But yeah, I think there were some worries there for a minute, and then I think settled. I think things kind of settled out. So I think now
Hopefully
it's
he's
just
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need Keith back, and we need Keith in the chat.
I know, right?
Let's see. All right, ready? 805 says, Dogfather, what's your favorite pick? Heck, what's all your favorite pit and why?
So for me, man, it's I get asked that quite often, and it's the same answer, man. That's like asking me which one of my kids is my favorite. Dude, I love all my pits. I love all my pits, and it just depends on what mood I'm in for that day. Is what pits I'm going to use. So
Yeah.
I love all my pits, man. But I will say that I will never be without a Weber kettle. I'm not going to say that's just my absolute favorite, but that's just one grill that I know I'll never be without is a Weber kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so versatile. But as far as smoking stuff, Weber Smoky Mountain be my favorite.
Yeah, I think I like all mine.
Just everyday grilling.
Yeah.
Kettle. Definitely Weber kettle.
Sam says, digging the live stream, been a fan of y'all's videos for a while. Keep it up.
Nice.
Appreciate that, Sam.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Thank you, bro.
Brian says, wife said I would get rid of the Smoky Mountain and my stainless steel R2D2 if I want a pellet grill.
Well, dang, man.
Oh man.
Put your foot down, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man.
Man, don't let T-Roy get your face scratched up, man.
Yeah. Mitch says, hey, T-Roy, when are you and Moonshine going to cook together again?
If the wife ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Man, Moonshine's down. He's living down in New Orleans, bro, and that's a good almost 9-hour drive for me. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But
Make it a 9-hour drive for him instead.
No. Sean's one of these people. He don't like to travel out of state. So
Okay.
so it'll be me. Plus I'm retired. He's still working. So
Yeah.
so we got that going on too. But man, I hope to see him again soon. I miss my brother.
Mr. Gilmo says, ever barbecued a whole cabbage? I've not.
Yep. I have. Core out the cabbage, put some butter in it, some seasoning, whatever rubs you want in there or whatever, and put it on the pit, smoke it. Wrap it up in aluminum foil to get it tender once you get the smoke flavor into it, and good to go.
Yeah, I think I did that for.
Wrap it in bacon?
What's that?
Wrap it in bacon?
I mean, you could. I would probably do it in wedges at that point, but yeah, you could.
Bet that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sound like a video.
Look at that. Josh is finally here.
Josh and Babe. There you go, Josh. Heck yeah, man. Good to see you, man.
And Russ says LSG offset here for the, I guess the smoker he would favorite one.
LSGs are good grills, man.
Chris Dragnet is using a binder. Hold on. Mustard olive oil.
I don't think it's going out of style. I think it's just a preference.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You know, sometimes you don't need a binder. If your meat is tacky enough that the rub sticks, you don't really need a binder. You know, but some
Really?
people, that's just what their go-to thing is. They'll automatically always use a binder, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Very true. Because I like using Worcestershire myself.
Yeah. I mean, you can use whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day when I first started, I used to do pork butts. I would use apple butter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Never tried that.
Yeah. Now, obviously, because of the sugar content, it gets really dark, you know, but it was good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got
it's like
I
I've
got
always
some.
told people, dude, there's no rules to barbecue. Do what you want. You know, you're only limited
Yeah.
by your creativity. Try it. You know, people always ask, well, is it okay if I do this or if I do that? Man, try it and see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
you never know. You might start a new trend. Who knows? You know, just do what you feel like you want to do. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, don't do it again. You know.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Grumpus. Cheers.
Hey, Grumpus.
So he says LSG all day and all night.
LSU's are good pits, man. Absolutely good pits.
Yeah, it is. Good stuff.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoyed my vertical offset in my Santa Maria. Now I've got one of his pellet grills, and hopefully we're gonna get to cook on it soon.
Nice.
Gator
Hey, I'm
tastes kind
caught
of
up.
like lobster, huh? Okay.
Ever used
I did
tiger
good
sauces?
lobster in my video last week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, did some lobster tails on the Weber kettle last week.
I saw that pop up, but I never watched it, and I forgot to watch it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it now. I got some crab meat. I'm gonna do like some crab meat fritters
there you
coming
go.
up. Maybe tomorrow, hopefully.
You got to check that out, Alton. I didn't know you put that up, man.
Yeah, we're trying to get some content going again.
Well,
Nice.
cool, man. Yeah,
So
I'm not getting a feed from YouTube, so I have to actually go to your channel and look for new
well,
videos.
Yeah.
I kind of have to work my way back into the platform.
Same here.
And get back into it and get some
Same here.
views and get back into the suggestions. So
Yeah. Nice. Well, what do you guys think? Another 15 minutes?
I'm good if y'all are.
I am. I'm good. Another 15.
Okay. Yeah, I think
It's
we're
getting
already
kind of
about
dark
15
out here.
over. We're about 15 over what we normally do. But yeah, if we're
We're
good
too
for another
cool.
15, that's cool. We give
Man, I enjoy
everybody.
hanging out with everybody, answering questions and talking,
Yeah.
man. So I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we still got 60 people in there, so it's cool.
Yeah,
I like it when the chat answers their own questions amongst each other. You know.
yeah.
Cool.
Everybody's engaged.
Yeah. See, Troy, nowhere is my Weber smoking mountain is going nowhere. Nor the R2. And my kettle and stick burner have a permanent home. Just finding a sneaky way to get the pellet. Okay. All right. So how about you temporarily give the neighbor the Weber Smoky Mountain and the R2, and then get your pellet smoker, and then move them back over.
There you go.
That could be touchy though, because the neighbor may really love it and not want to give it back.
That's true.
Hey, appreciate that, Josh.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I enjoyed your vlog from Vegas for Bethany's birthday and seeing that restaurant. I saw that ticket. I was like, damn. I don't know if you guys have seen that video, man, but man, that was an expensive meal, but I'm sure you guys had a fantastic time.
Yeah, Josh and Babe been putting out some good videos lately, man. I like their blog from when they're
Yeah.
camping and stuff. You know,
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
I still need to try cooking pork steaks with mop sauce. Any advice?
Ooh,
No,
that's
I mean,
good one there.
are you doing? So the next thing I want to do. So my local food store used to have the pork loins, like the big pork loins, on sale for like 99 cents a pound. So I would get them, and I would just do them whole. But then what I want to do is buy the whole thing, probably cut it in half, make some nice thick pork steaks out of it, and do that. Not pork steaks, but just pork chops, just boneless pork chops
Yeah.
out of it. But
Mario, I'd say before you use that mop sauce on those the pork steaks, make sure that rub sets first. You know, a lot of people will put the mob sauce on too early, and basically they'll start washing away some of the rub,
Yeah.
and then you end up having bare spots on the pork steak that are kind of maybe be a little flavorless. So make sure you get your bark set nicely before you start using the mob sauce.
And that's true for brisket. That's true for
Absolutely.
pork butt. That's true for
Yeah.
any ribs. That's true for pretty much anything. So great advice, Alton.
Absolutely. And then
Yeah.
wrap it up. If you want to get it break down and get really tender, make sure you wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't add to that. That's great advice, man.
Thomas uses Duke's mayonnaise for a binder. Works great. Recently started using Duke's Hickory Noon Shine barbecue sauce for a binder on ribs, and it works great too. I just bought some. I think I brought it up last week too. Duck fat spray.
Yeah.
I've been using that for. Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's some good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gone through the can yet, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last me.
It's kind of like Wagyu fat. It has a
Hey, Stephen, thank you, sir.
flavor, but it's good.
Yeah.
There we go. Now that Steven's a mod, he can put in some links. It's like he's highlighting Elton's lobster tail.
There you go, Steven. Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, everybody
man.
check it out.
Yeah, let's plug Alton's channel, man. The dog. There you go.
Yeah.
Show him some love, man.
Yeah, come on through, man.
T, you still here? Byron, where you at? Brian says, Rob, it's already the plan. I like how you oh, yeah. Storm at the neighbors for a minute.
That's what I was talking about, man. The comments in the chat. They talk to each other. That's cool, man. We're all family, help each other out. Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
They're answering each other's questions. I love that.
So we might have to organize some sort of drive for Josh to pay off that birthday present, man.
I think Josh is all right.
Yeah. So for the next 10 years.
All right. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to grab one last beer here. Troy, I don't think you've grabbed a beer. You're still on the same beer you started with?
No, I need to grab another one. Actually, so Alton, take over, man.
I'll take over, man. So let me see here. Let me scroll through and see if I missed some questions here. I know somebody had asked earlier what was our most challenging cook, and man, I don't know. I'm going back through all the different things that I cooked, and I can say that the most surprising it was the Wagyu brisket we were speaking of earlier, and just how fast it finished off at the end that I was not prepared for. I would say between that and then also, if you guys remember, if you guys have been following me for a while, we had a challenge that went on a while back. There was a brisket challenge. And it was the guys from California that basically challenged the guys from Texas, or Texas challenged guys from Cali. Depends on which side of the fence you're on. But anyway, we did this whole hashtag brisket challenge thing, and we hooked up with our brother Ryan and had one of his backline smoker pits. We put our briskets on there or whatever. And, I've always told people with brisket, you never finish a brisket to a number. Like some people say, oh, you pull it at 205. Oh, you pull it. You can't, because, briskets are all different. Each brisket is different. So you always go by feel. When you're poking that brisket, with a probe or whatever, you don't care what the number says. You're just trying to feel the tenderness. And so I've told people, that I've, had brisket I've pulled off at 198 degrees, and I've had brisket I pulled off. It might have been, 207, 208. Well, that particular day was a perfect example of what I'm speaking of, because we actually had my brisket wasn't tender. Actually, I take that back. It wasn't my brisket. It was Ryan's brisket. It didn't finish. We didn't get the tenderness until we were at 218. I've never had a brisket go to 218. And that day was a brisket that went to 218 degrees before we felt the tenderness. And so I say that to say that don't be a slave to the number, thinking that, oh, you have to pull your brisket off. If it's past this, I must be ruining it. No, if it's not tender, then it's not ready yet. That brisket will tell you when it's ready. And if it takes you to 218, it takes you to 218. It absolutely did for us that day. And truth be told, we probably could have gone a couple of degrees higher, but it just felt kind of like it was there. So we pulled it, and it was, again, at 218 degrees. I've never had a brisket go that high, and I haven't had one since. But that particular brisket, for whatever reason, took us to 218 degrees. So very different.
Every brisket is different. I had one go 220. I pulled it off at 224.
Really?
Yeah, but it was a choice, so it didn't have a whole lot of marbling in it.
Yeah.
But I took it to 224, and the flat was a little dry, but the point was jamming.
Yeah.
But every brisket's different, like you just said. You just have to go with the feel of it. You can't go by temp. I get so many questions. How long did you cook it, or what temp did you take it to? It's like, man, every brisket is different. Yep. Every pork butt's different. Every rib is different. You can't go by. You got to go by the feel of it, man.
Absolutely.
Is it tender enough to be taken off?
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you guys know, if you guys have watched, I'm talking to the chat. If you guys have watched Alton's channel before, probably at least half the videos or more, he's like, we're just going by color here, folks. Right now, I don't even care about the temp. Let's just go by color right now and then feel and see, where we're at. And if you're not subscribed, and so earlier Brian had asked for the link, please, and then Steven was right on it. So that's the link to Alton's channel. Make sure everybody in the chat hops on there.
Appreciate that, Steven.
Yeah, thanks, Steven.
But yeah, a lot of good info there.
Yeah, I've always, a lot of people tell me that, they don't know what to feel for, and the thing is, man, if you when that steak or that brisket is tough, and when that brisket is tender, what I mean? Yeah. And so if you're poking it with a probe because you're checking the temperature, did it slide in easy, or was it kind of still, kind of tough to get into?
Yeah.
That's the simple things that you're looking for when you're trying to determine whether or not that brisket is ready to come off. Who cares what the temperature is? Stop looking at the temperature. Yeah. In fact, put the probe down and grab a toothpick.
Yeah.
Poke it with a toothpick. The same thing with ribs. I get in between the bones, hit it with a toothpick, and if it's tender, cool. If it's not, it's not ready yet.
And it may go in tender, but pulling it out, does it tug the meat and make the meat come up?
Absolutely. Should be no resistance.
It's all about resistance. You're right.
Yeah. So Mark asked, why not just duck fat that you don't have to spray on? Oh, just because I saw the spray and I ordered the spray. It's just easier for me. I just pictured a big thing full of wings. That I was going
to say, I don't feel like going and grabbing a duck and squeezing it.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen with me.
Let's see. Duck fat is expensive. I don't remember what I paid for it. It
goes in cycles as far as the price. Sometimes it's up higher, sometimes it comes down.
Yeah.
But the last couple of times I looked at it, it was kind of high.
Josh says he remembers Elton saying more that they're more of a vlog channel than a barbecue channel. I guess so. Because of the Vegas videos, yeah.
Dude, that Alton dude knows some stuff sometimes.
Eric says, Troy, are tough ribs undercooked? I had a bad cook and don't think I've cooked them enough.
Yes. Yeah, they are.
Undercooked.
Either that or you just, when you're looking for ribs, when you go buy, the pre-vac ribs, whatever you call it, the ribs need to have some marbling in them. Look for the more marbled ribs. You've got the little white veins running through them, Look for that. Don't buy a rack of ribs that's just pork with no veins running through it, no fat running through it. So grab those ribs that have a lot of that white stuff when you're looking at it, and that'll help you out a whole lot. But yeah, I'd say you undercooked them. You did. If you'd have cooked them or wrapped them and then cooked them, they would have been a lot more tender. In fact, they'd have been so much more tender if you overcooked them. They'd have fallen apart. You take the rib, twist it, pull it out.
Yeah. And the other Troy says that's why I like the backyard barbecue channels better than the chef cooking channels. Chefs seem to always say take off at a certain temp, while y'all always say take off when probe tender. That's right.
Well, then you know what? It's different though, because those chefs, they understand that the mass of people out there, they need something more to go by.
Yeah.
You know, where and they're trained at being able to teach people how to do things. You know, whereas we're not those types of teachers. We just tell you what we do.
Yeah.
Well, also too, Alton, those guys work in a restaurant or someplace like that, and they get the same quality of meat each time.
Yep.
Where we
True,
go to the store, we go to the store, and we don't get the same quality meat all the time. We have to look and choose. Like I was just saying, looking at your ribs, make sure you got some marbling in the meat. Don't be buying meat that's just totally pink or red. Buy meat that has that white marbling in it, and that'll give you a lot juicier steak, a lot juicier rib, a lot juicier pork butt. These chefs, they get the same quality of meat from the same provider all the time.
Yep.
They know what they've got each time they cook that. So they're going to cook it the same way each time. And, you know, they're expecting it to be a certain way, and it's probably really close each time you order that same meal from that restaurant.
Yeah.
Because they get that same quality every time. So, you know, you got that going. You know, if you're a chef.
Yeah.
It plays into the whole thing of consistency.
Hey, it's
they try to be a lot more consistent, but you can always tell when they do get a different meat purveyor or whatever it might be. Now that steak wasn't as tender this time as it was last time, so they kind of have to go through, you know, learning that different thing. And one of the comments that I saw there was that, you know, saying somewhere along the lines of the industry teaches numbers, they have health regulations and things of that nature, and I understand that to a degree. But you're talking about brisket, man, you're done already. It doesn't matter. When you're taking the temperature up to 200 degrees, that's well past, you know, what you would consider done for beef. So that's not it at all. This is all about tenderness at that point. But yeah, if you're talking about, you know, cooking, you know, a steak to a certain degree that may be 127, 130, whatever it might be, I absolutely understand what you mean.
Yeah. Kevin has some suggestions here. Grab the ribs with a pair of tongs from the end, pick them up. If they don't crack, put them back.
That's that old school, or pick them up from the middle, and if they don't flap right away.
That's me. I do that.
Fan test. Yep. And we missed it's Papa, Texas.
Papa, Texas.
Hey, Papa.
From someone who's been cooking food for over 4 decades, not exact science. Sometimes it's subjective too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Fan test as well. Pick them up.
And that's why I try to teach people the art of barbecue and not be a slave to numbers and whatever. Because you're going to have different conditions that's going to pop up. Ambient temperature, you got some wet wood or whatever it might be. And so you have to kind of know what the marks are you're looking for at the different stages of the cook.
It depends on your humidity where you're cooking. Depends on the altitude. Depends on a lot of different factors. The wind, you know. Depends on a lot of different factors that people don't talk about, you know.
Yeah. Russ is going to start raising some fat ducks.
Cool. Squeeze them. Get some duck fat.
Let's see, Eric. So he's letting us know that it was the St. Louis ribs that were tough, and his baby backs did well. All right. Kind of bug on me.
St. Louis take longer than baby backs.
Yeah, they do.
At least an hour, in my opinion, and that's from my experience. St. Louis takes
an hour
longer than baby backs.
Do you know why?
Thinking more meat.
Tell me.
There's science behind it, probably.
You know, I don't know, man.
I think it's because baby backs have a little bit more fat in them. I'm guessing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Meat with fat in it takes less time. What we were talking about earlier in the video. The Wagyu takes a lot less time than it does a prime or, you know, choice.
Right.
So I'm thinking the baby backs, and maybe that's why women love baby backs so much. But we guys that cook barbecue, we love the St. Louis rib we like the flavor better than baby backs because baby backs don't have a lot of flavor, but they got a lot more marbling, and they cook quicker. They take like 5 hours or so. St. Louis take like 6 hours. That's my experience.
So I don't really know what the exact real scientific answer to it is, and all I can tell you is just what I guess.
Yeah.
Is I think it may have something to do with the ratio of meat to bone. You know, because you're heating up that bone, and the bone cooks the meat from the inside out. And so, in my thinking, with the baby backs, they're a shorter rib, so your meat is more compacted around the bone. You're heating up that bone, and so I think it cooks faster from the inside out on a baby back than it does on a St. Louis. Now, I might be full of crap. I don't know.
Plus the baby backs they're much more like convex.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So you got more heat deflection and radiation.
Right.
I don't know.
That's just what I would guess. I don't know if that's the scientific answer or not.
I don't either. I have no idea.
I always assumed because there was more meat or bigger bones or something. Russ says,
and honestly, I haven't really noticed that much of a cooking difference.
Right.
Sometimes I actually have baby backs cook faster than I have the St. Louis.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, the St. Louis cook faster than I have the baby backs.
Yeah.
So it just really depends, man.
Yeah.
I think it may depend on the cooker too. So
Russ brings up a good point. If you're cooking poultry, go by temperature. If you're doing low and slow barbecue, go till probe tender. Love that medium rare chicken breast.
But you know what? Here's one that might blow a lot of people's minds away. Is that like you do like turkey breast, for instance, and turkey breast they tell you what, go to 165 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And most places that I know of cook turkey breast to about 152 and pull it.
Okay.
And that's how you end up keeping it where it's nice and juicy. It doesn't dry out on you because of the carryover.
Yep.
By the time they carry it over and then they rest it in their food warmers, they may have gotten to that 165-ish. And it keeps that turkey nice and moist and doesn't dry out. I've played around with that here by cooking turkey breasts and pull them at 150 and then rest them in my food warmer and set my food warmer to 145 or so. And I've had that turkey come out spot on every time.
Nice. Yeah, today I bought some. So I did some turkey breast, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I loved it. Or a couple months ago, anyway. And then today I saw turkey tenderloin. I was like, what is that? So I bought some, brought it home, and I was like, I had to Google it. What's the turkey tenderloin?
It's like chicken tenders, man.
So the tenderloin, I mean, it looks like a pork tenderloin, like the little, I guess it's the breast. It's part of the breast. I guess the fat thing, like the thick part of the breast.
Yeah, when you cut the breast away from the backbone.
Yeah.
There's a tenderloin that you can pull, separate it from the breast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about 2/3 of the way down, and you can separate it from the breast meat.
All right.
But it's
so, I mean, this is just
it's near the rib.
I don't even know.
It's right near the rib.
Do I have to like brine it first? I don't think so, right? Just throw some. Yeah, just throw some.
I mean, it won't hurt if you do, but you don't have to.
Yeah. I've maybe injected a little bit just to get some extra flavor because it's like a beef tenderloin. You ain't got no flavor.
Yeah.
And and that's a good tip for
if
you don't have the time to brine it, is you can actually put together a brine and then inject it and go.
Yeah, there you go. We got Kent in the house. Good evening, gents.
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
We're 7 minutes over. Let me go through some of these.
Time flies when you're having fun, man.
We are having fun. I'm still good. We got 68 in the chat. Eric said he got very discouraged after those tough St. Louis ribs. Don't let it get you down.
Oh man, don't give up.
Don't worry about it.
Do them again. Do them again. Let them sit in there a little longer.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me too. So don't worry about it, bro.
If you could add some fat to them, wrap them in foil and keep them going.
I mean, you could probe them too, and I mean, I'm wondering if they were like 170, 180. Go ahead and probe them if you want, just to give you some help.
Eric, my most recent video, I cooked on the Orion cooker. I should have cooked those ribs about another. I mean the ribs. I should have cooked them about another half hour longer. When I bit into them, I had to and then pull
Yeah.
away. They weren't tender. I should have cooked them about another half hour longer. So it happens to all of us, man. And I put that on video just for you. So
Perfect.
check it out, man.
It happens.
It happens.
So Russ says spares are from the belly, tougher than the loin that the baby backs come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see, butcher paper versus foil. For me, it depends on the size and cut of meat. So I'll use foil on ribs, but most of the time butcher paper on larger things like a brisket or I don't know, larger things. Although I'll use foil for pulled pork though, or for pork shoulder too, because I ended up just putting them in a foil tray. So it just makes it easy to, once you're done with it.
I think it depends on the texture for me. I'll use butcher paper if I want a good hard bark on brisket
Yeah.
or beef ribs, pork steak, stuff like that. I'll use butcher paper. I'll use foil for pork ribs or for pork butt because I don't really care about the bark, so to speak, on those.
Yeah, I agree with Alton. It's all about the bark, man. And I
Yeah.
love the bark. So I'm going with butcher paper. But if you just want to have something done quicker than it would normally be done and you don't care about the bark, use foil.
Yeah.
Grumpus with the best comment tonight so far. Eric, the only way to make good ribs is to make a few bad ribs.
Yep. I've made my share.
Same here. Same here. Practice is everything. You're right.
Absolutely. If you learn how to make boudin, all that bad barbecue don't matter.
Yeah.
Grind it up, throw it in there with the Trinity and your seasoning and your rice, you're good to go.
Got to have some liver in there, though.
See, Kent says, I'll take St. Louis ribs all day, any day. Baybacks were made popular by Applebee's. St. Louis are larger, meatier, and more forgiving.
I don't know, man. I've had some baby backs that are pretty meaty too. So
I was gonna say, baby backs are usually meatier.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And I don't like that little bony thing at the end of the St. Louis ribs. The cartilage.
Cartilage,
the tip.
Yeah.
Hate that. I'm like having a good time, like going across it, and then get to that.
Yeah,
you just bite the whole end of that off, man, and suck all that meat right off the cartilage. And
yeah,
spit it
I know.
It's like eating neck bone, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Where am I here? Looking for questions. I think we're getting caught
I like
up
that
here.
comment that Quint put up there about he doesn't wrap ribs anymore. They turn out great. And I do think that unwrapped ribs, man, are absolutely a good rib. As long as you can keep them moist so they're not cracking on you.
Yeah. Rob, if you trim them right, that cartilage goes away. I know.
My personal preference is to not wrap anything. I love the bark. I love the bark, man. When you wrap something, you're gonna deteriorate that bark just a little bit, even if it's paper. So I try not to wrap anything at all if I can help it.
Okay, I got a question for you, T. Roy.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a brisket where you literally just took it out of the cryovac, cleaned it up, didn't trim it, seasoned it, and slapped it on the pit? How did that work out for you?
It worked out fine, man.
Yeah.
In fact, I do that. I don't do it often, but I have done that. But it was a brisket that I picked out knowing that it didn't have a whole lot of stuff need to be trimmed off. You know? So it was and it was an HEB brisket. I think it was prime, but it was really, really nice. And I didn't have to trim anything off of it. It was perfectly shaped. It had a nice fat cap on the point.
Yeah.
Very little on the flat, and I just threw it on there. I just did some Worcestershire sauce and seasoned it up, put it on there, and I was good to go, man.
Yeah.
You know? But you got to look at what you're buying when you go to a grocery store like that. Yeah. You got to look at what you're buying, make sure it's what you want, and that'll help a lot. Once you can see what you're looking for and find it, if you can find it,
yeah,
that's the key. If you can find what you're really wanting.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. And do a video. And I keep getting asked a lot about trimming the brisket. Is it really that important? And this, that, and the other. And so I'm probably going to end up doing that. Slapping the brisket straight out of the cryovac and don't trim it up and just put it on.
I'm almost positive I got a video on that.
Yeah.
Where I haven't trimmed it whatsoever. I just took it out of the cryovac, dried it off a little bit with some paper towels, put some seasoning on it, and I was good to go.
I know I've been to a few places here that do that, or they did that, but by the time they get to the cutter, they're cutting away a lot of the rub that they put on, so it's kind of a waste,
Yeah.
Smoking Joe's finally home. Can you start over, please?
Oh, Joe.
Oh yeah, let's go. Just for you, Joe.
Yeah. Let's see.
Absolutely, Mark. Experiment, man, and have fun with stuff.
Loderman, how's it going? Well, all right. Are we?
Was that the Rib Bandit right there, Troy?
What's that? The Rib Bandit.
Yeah, Troy, is that the Rib Bandit?
No. This is my new puppy, Coco.
Coco, okay.
It's Coco. She's a new one. She was born Christmas Eve, and she's a new addition to the family.
Nice.
I
like the white on the chest there. That's pretty cool.
I know she got the tuxedo going, man. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Brisket Medic, Zach, what's going on?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, Brisket Medic just hopped in. We got Judge Webb.
Enjoyed that steak video, man.
Judge Webson. But I think we're wrapping up here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I mean, we can go a little bit longer. I can chill out and
dude, I'm here. I don't have anything.
Watch some TV. I don't care.
All right, so let's go 15 more minutes. We'll make it
to the top of the hour.
2 hour. We'll give it a 2 hour total cook time.
All right, I got a date at 8.
All right, good.
I gotta go. I haven't eaten yet. Shoot.
All right, so what are we thinking? 15 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, for reals, 15 minutes.
Alton, I appreciate you joining in on here, bro. This has been fun.
Hey, man, I enjoy it, man.
I appreciate it. Good to see you, man.
I get to hang out with y'all. We talking barbecue. Come on, man.
Come on, man. Where's that jug when you need it?
Hey, man. Bourbon and Coke is doing me just right tonight.
There you go, bro. There you go. Hey, Gene.
Yeah, Judge Webb says Rob's getting paid overtime tonight.
Yeah, Rob is. Remember where to send the check, Rob.
Yeah. All right, I'm grabbing a for real last beer.
All right, when you get back, I'll grab my for real last beer. It really is good to see you again, Alton. I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it's been like I said, it's been a while, man. And so finally getting to hook up with you guys, come and hang out, talk some barbecue methods, this and that and the other. It's been a long time coming, man. And like I said, now we're hopefully trying to get back into creating some content, get some more videos going. Like I said, we did a lobster video last week. We got some weather that came through this week, so it kind of killed what I was gonna do, and so I have to cook in the back half of this week, hopefully.
Well, text me later tonight or tomorrow or whenever. But text me and we need to hook up because I think Brother James is going to try to come next week sometime. Maybe I can swing it so that both of y'all are here at the same time. We can maybe do a cook or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We can try to make it happen.
Sounds like a plan, man.
So I think he was shooting for Wednesday or Thursday, last I heard, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a good time, man. Hook up and maybe do a live stream, cooking a little something.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Chris is wondering.
It's been a long minute.
It has been, man. It has been.
Chris is
I don't
wondering.
think I've ever used plumwood. I don't know if I've even seen plumwood.
Yeah, I was gonna say plumwood is it harder to find? I've never tried it. I've seen it.
I've heard of grapevine, but not plum wood.
Yeah.
But any kind of fruit, man, any kind of fruit wood is good stuff, man. It's good stuff. And I love plum. I love plum, so I'm sure that'll be good for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone stacked a Where We're Smoky Mountain? I've never had a Where We're Smoky Mountain, so I can't say that I've done anything with it.
No, never cared to. I didn't need to. I've seen it done. I just never.
Putting two middles on top of each other.
Yeah.
Huh. Fancy.
I've never cooked on a WSM, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it done on video. I just never have needed to.
Let's see. Kevin, what uniform number has been worn by a record 37 different players for the Flyers? Oh, I don't know. I do not know.
Who are the Flyers?
Now we're talking hockey. It's turned into a hockey.
Oh, we don't have hockey down south. No.
Two middles parts. Yep. There we go. Stacked.
Yeah.
So he's saying it's fun. He's done it. 70 in the chat here. I'm only showing 52 right now.
I'm sure doubling it up wouldn't hurt anything. It's just
no.
I've never had a need for it.
I wonder if you could modify and put some posts in, like some rebar or something across, like a steel drum, and then just hang double the ribs.
I've seen that accessory where they have that ring where it does have the rebar in it, where you can hang from it like in a pit barrel.
Yeah.
I've actually got that ring and it works great. Great.
There you go. Get a second one, stack it, and you got double the. Then you got double.
It'll work.
You put two hangers. Boom.
Because you've got the heat coming up, so it doesn't matter how many. You could do 3 or 4 high if you have a ladder.
7 high if you want.
Or if you're 12 feet tall,
And there you go. Pit barrel in forever, man.
Let's see if you can. Yeah. Put 5 in a row. Nice video.
So what do you got coming up, Rob? What cooks you got coming up? You're going to be filming?
I don't know. I guess I'm doing that turkey tenderloin coming up. I got the crab. What's it going to be? It's going to be cheddar crab, corn cheddar crab meat fritters.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Crab meat fritters with corn and cheddar in them.
I like me some fritters, man.
Yeah. I made them a couple of years ago, and they were pretty good. And then the hard thing is just finding good crab meat. Bobby Cotton.
Hey, Bobby. What's going on? How you doing? It's been a while.
Number 15. Last one was Matt Niskanen. That was the Flyers jersey number question.
Yeah. I feel like it's a party now that we got Bobby in the house.
Yeah. See, is pecan wood good for baby back ribs? Yes.
Absolutely.
I usually use cherry when I do them, but pecan I use.
Cherry gives a great color.
Yeah.
I used to use a blend of pecan and oak.
Oh, there you go.
Worked out really well.
Yeah. All right, but we got 8 minutes left. If you have any questions, now's the time.
Great comment there by Mark.
Yeah, don't be afraid to experiment with different types of wood.
And the same could be said for different rubs and seasonings.
Yeah.
Different binders. Try some of anything.
Yeah.
If you want to put chicken bouillon on a freaking rack of ribs and smoke it, go for it.
Yep.
Nobody can tell you no, you can't do it. Try anything, man.
It's your backyard.
There's no rules.
No rules. Let's see, where are we at?
Man, that sounds amazing, Zach. So he's got to meet Johnny Trigg this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Man, I bet you that. Oh man, that would have been fantastic right there. Steven, I see you, man. I see you. So okay. So Steven is well, I'll tell you, we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, let's see.
There you go, there you go.
All right, what's a good meatloaf recipe to do in a Weber Smoky Mountain? Wood recommendation?
Alton's recipe.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I've got a video on the channel about that, you know. But
Steven, find that video, man.
yeah, Steven, if you would slap in that video for the meatloaf. But no, it's a fantastic recipe, man. You know, season it up with your different rubs or whatever, and putting it in your loaf pan, stuffing some cream cheese in there, and that's just the bare minimum of the recipe. I mean, you can again go experiment, play with it, and mix up your cream cheese with rubs and onions and peppers or whatever the hell you want to do. You know, you can do anything that you want to do. Another thing that you can do is actually season up your ground beef. I usually do a mixture of ground beef, ground pork, and sometimes ground turkey all mixed together. And I'll lay that out on a cookie sheet that's lined with parchment paper, or most of the time I'll try to do it with plastic wrap. I'll lay that out on there, and then I'll line it with ham, layer in cheese, that type of thing, your vegetables, whatever you want to put in it, and then roll it up, and seal the ends or whatever, and smoke that. And then, man, you got a jacked up meatloaf there. But there's so many different ways that you can play around with it, And then as far as woods, it's whatever wood you want to use. Hickory, pecan, oak, a blend of those. I don't typically use mesquite unless I'm grilling something hot and fast. I don't like to smoke with mesquite, but any of those other woods, man, it would be fine to try with that. So, but man, just use your imagination, man, and go with it.
Yeah. Chris is wondering what's the closest wood that replicates pimento if you try to jerk barbecue. I'm not sure.
I've heard mesquite, but I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds. To me, it sounds.
I can't smoke with mesquite. Like I said, I can grill. I'll grill a steak, chicken, something hot and fast with mesquite. But I just can't. I don't like it's too pungent.
Yeah.
That's me with hickory.
Yeah.
I agree with Alton on the mesquite, man. I've actually got pimento wood. I've done some jerk videos, and I still have some pimento wood log, like little small logs that I got from Jamaica. It cost me a fortune. Shipped here, but it's not anything like mesquite. It's not anything like oak or hickory either. It's its own unique wood, so you can't really compare it to something you would find here in the States. It's once you light it and you smell it, you'll be like, "Ooh, that's different." I mean, seriously, you can't compare it to any of the other woods we have here. So if you really want some, there's some places online that will sell pimento wood, and I've tried it, and it's really good. But you're not going to find a comparison or something that would be replacing it. It's unique.
Right.
Okay.
Troy says he tried used pecan with some cherry yesterday and some chuck roast. Love that combo for color and flavor. Yeah, that's what I did with this. Let me bring it back up as I'm talking. The barbecue tray. I used pecan and cherry on that. You see the smoke ring on the top left and in the middle there, and yeah, pecan and cherries is what that was.
Yep.
Hey, Steven popped that link in there for the meatloaf guy. So if you're interested in the meatloaf, go check that out.
There you go.
Cool.
There's the question of the day right there.
Yeah, there it is. Can you grill ribs?
So where does this come from? You guys know Dash, Steel Jones Smokers. So Dash and I, we go like this, man, like brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he subscribes from the camp that you cannot grill ribs.
Yeah.
That ribs are something that you smoke, you cook indirectly. And I'm telling him, no, you actually can grill ribs. So I want to know, you guys, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Can you grill ribs? Is it possible to grill ribs?
Rob?
Uh,
Okay, I'll go.
yeah,
Yeah,
you go.
man.
I'd say you can.
I've done it on St. Louis Maria type grill, and dude, the ribs were freaking amazing. They were
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, it took maybe 2.5, 3 hours. I didn't cook them super hot, but dude,
Yeah.
those ribs were good. And
Right.
I think it was baby back that I cooked, actually. And I didn't use a rub that would burn because I was going to cook them hot and fast.
Right.
So I used a rub that didn't have a lot of stuff in it that would like sugar and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But man, those ribs were good grilled.
When I first got that Santa Maria grill, one of the first cooks I did on it was I did some spatchcock chicken and St. Louis cut ribs. And I got to tell you, man, those ribs were freaking phenomenal. They were just as tender, if not more, than what I did on a smoker. They were super flavorful because, you got the smoke from the wood coming up, plus you got the fat, and you get that pit barbecue flavor.
Yeah.
So they were absolutely phenomenal. And Dash was saying, well, no, you were cooking them indirectly because you were up high. And I said, no, it doesn't matter. You're over the coals. Regardless.
It's the fat dripping down onto the coals
that
adds that extra grilled flavor to the ribs, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a totally different aspect of flavors going on there.
It really is. It really is.
We need to put out some grilled ribs videos.
Really good.
I mean, and then you think about it. So are you saying that what they've been doing in Brazil and Argentina for all these years, they're not grilling ribs? Come on. What do you guys in the chat think? Do you guys think you can grill ribs? Is it possible to grill ribs? I want to know what you guys think. Because it's become this thing. Like every time I'll get in the chat, with Dash, I kind of keep poking the bear, and I'm like, hey man, is it possible to grill ribs? And everybody gets a chuckle out of it, and but yeah, we go back and forth about it. But I absolutely say, yeah, you can absolutely grill ribs.
I think you brought it up when we had Dash on here.
Yeah.
I think you guys brought it up together. Yeah.
Maybe Dash hadn't had grilled ribs.
Well, what I tell him is, man, you're from Baltimore. You don't know any better. No, the Joe, like Russ said, the drum smokers, and the pit barrel cookers and things of that nature, and even like Zach has said with Chud Box, those are cookers that you can cook over those coals, man, and get that fat dripping into the flames or into the coals, and it gives you just an added element of a layer of flavor.
It does.
It's nothing like when you do an offset cook. Offset cooking is phenomenal. Don't get me wrong, but if you want to change a pace, put those ribs over the coals and cook them that way.
Yeah.
But it helps to have that Santa Maria so you can raise and lower.
You can regulate it, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we got the Dreamland barbecue grills, open pit.
I have to check them out.
Next video is going to be dry brine grilled ribs just for Dash.
There you go, man.
Let's see.
Make sure you send them the link, too.
Yeah.
Tell them this from the dog father.
Yeah.
There you go.
Russ says my new pits and spits can do that too.
There you go.
Yeah, Russ, that new pits and spits, bro. I'm impressed with that thing, man. That looks good. That looks good. Y'all go check out Smoky Ribs, man. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's, like I said, the OG.
Yeah, we're fixing to have to end this. So if y'all got any last minute questions here in the next few minutes, ask it. And
we've already hit another deadline there.
I don't want to wear out Alton over here, and I know Rob, he'd go all night. Rob will probably start another live feed after this one.
Right.
And I got to go eat.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyone have a hasty bake? I don't, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Hey, before we get out of here, though, I do want to give some kudos again. Uncle Steve, right on cue, you just pulled him up. Uncle
Yeah.
Steve Shake, guys, for those of y'all out there that don't know, makes some fantastic rubs, and he is an awesome supporter of all of us YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Anytime we want to try some rubs or whatever, Uncle Steve will get it to us. And he's responsible for a lot of the videos that we get out there, introducing you guys to different flavors with different proteins. And a lot of that is because of Uncle Steve. So if you guys have not gone to go check out Uncle Steve's website, man, go check out Uncle Steve's website. Go order you some rubs from him, and tell him that T-Roy, Rob, the Dogfather sent you, and he'll probably throw a little something extra in there for you. But definitely, if you have not tried Uncle Steve's shakes, make sure you go and support him.
I'll put a link down below for you guys, okay? So y'all can check out, just open the description box, hit show more, and I'll put a link down there for you.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, the whole time I went through this whole cancer battle and going through chemo and this and that and the other, Uncle Steve was always, man, hitting me up, texting me. He's even come by a couple of times, just to make sure the Dogfather was doing all right, man. And tell you what, man, I really appreciate that and things like that. That contact, that kind of helped me pull through. There were some dark days, there were some dark days where you kind of let your mind slip, that type of thing. And then hear from various people. And all of you guys that, know how to contact me, man, you guys hit me up at the right times. And it definitely helped pull me through. And Uncle Steve, you were absolutely one of those that helped pull me through, man. I appreciate you and I love you, bro. And you guys make sure you go and check out Uncle Steve, man.
Yeah, we got Terry and Steven, but put the link in there.
I just want to say real quick, Alton, I love you, brother. I honestly did not know you were going through what you were going through. Seriously, I didn't know until recently. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a little ordeal, man. But one of the things I always try to do is keep moving. A lot of people have said, oh man, how can you, continue to function? This dude, what's the other option? What is the other option? And plus, I did, was it bad? I mean, it could have been a hell of a lot worse. You
live life or you give up, right?
Yeah. And many of you probably already heard the story, but one of my managers at my real job went through stage 4 colon cancer, and he would come into work and he always had a smile on his face. We would talk about different things he was going through. He explained his regimen that he was going through. He explained everything, man. And he let me know when he was feeling bad, when he was feeling good. I mean, the whole nine. Long story short, he passed away 2 weeks before I had my surgery. I ended up having the same exact regimen that he went through is what I went through. And I kind of understood what was going to happen because that guy prepared me for it. And here I had to go through 12 rounds. Now get this, okay? I went through 12 rounds of chemotherapy for over 6 months. This guy went through something like 112 rounds of chemo before he passed away. Wow. And they told him that, originally he wasn't going to live 6 months, and he lived with this disease, man, fighting this disease for years. And went through 112 cycles of chemo. So no, I couldn't, let myself get down. And I didn't go through anything as compared to what this guy went through. When I'm sitting in my infusion chair and I'm getting chemo and I'm looking around and I'm seeing people that are way worse off than I was, I mean, I can't, hang my head down.
I think God puts people in your life for a reason,
Yeah.
Yep.
I tell people I'm going through this so you don't have to, So, fellas, if you're 45, and this is going to be my whole PSA here. If you're 45 or older, go get checked. Go get your colonoscopies. You know what? Put down the pride. Go get your colonoscopies, get checked. Russ and I were just talking about this very thing here the other night.
Yeah.
So go get checked. We're quick to tell our women to go get their mammograms and this and the other. So, hey, we need to go get checked as well. Because, dude, if you catch it early enough, man, I'm proof you can make it through it.
Yeah,
it's true, nice. Man. I was the same way, man. Most guys don't want to go to the doctor.
Yep.
You know, they don't want any part of going to a doctor because guys are afraid they may find something.
Yeah.
You know what? I went and had my check done, and they found out that I had some prostate cancer.
Mm.
So I no longer have a prostate. I didn't go
You
through all
made it through.
the stuff, but you know, I just went ahead and had it removed. So I'm done with that. But they still check me every once in a while, make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, cancer's bad. Guys, go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Have your annual exams. Have your checkups. Don't put it off. Don't be scared. You know, doctors will tell you if something's wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The worst part about the whole colonoscopy is the prep. You know?
Yeah. That stuff sucks.
God, that colonoscopy hurt. Oh my God.
The prep sucks, but the actual colonoscopy, dude, you just go in there, go to sleep.
Yeah, they knock you out.
You know,
Yeah.
you go to sleep, wake up, it's done. You don't feel anything.
Yeah.
You know, you just basically had to go poop your brains out for the previous however many hours. But
Yeah. Whatever you mix your prep stuff with, you're gonna not ever drink that again. Like I used like yellow Gatorade.
yeah,
I still drink yellow Gatorade, but it reminds me of the prep stuff every time I do.
They've gotten better though, man. It's not as bad anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be that chalky stuff. They've changed that.
yeah, Russ, you're right. You're clean as a whistle afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right. Yeah, you can lose 5 pounds easy.
for sure. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. But hey, guys, I enjoyed it though, man.
So yeah, let's wrap it up. It was awesome having Alton here tonight.
Yeah, it was, man. Appreciate you, Alton.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on, man.
Maybe we can see each other next week in person.
Yeah, man. Let me know what's gonna happen and when, and see if I can make that. Right now, I don't believe I have to work. Anything can happen if something happens at work and people are out or whatever, but I might be able to make that happen, man.
Well, I'll text you and let you know when James is going to be here, and hopefully you make it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with both y'all, man.
Yeah, same here, man. Love you,
why
like
you
a brother.
Why you guys just come over to Pennsylvania? We'll hang here instead.
We'll be there the week after.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Perfect.
Yeah. Good answer.
Right.
Good
Or
answer.
actually, we were up there last week, man. Where were you at?
Shit. Shoot. Sorry. Yeah.
We were watching the Flying Eagles, whatever you. What's that? What's
The
that?
Flyers.
The Flyers. Yeah.
The Flyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was watching them.
There you go. Hey, JB's in the house. We're about to get off of here, JB, but Barton's Barbecue Smokeworks. JB, what's going on, brother?
Hey.
Come on, JB. Good to see
Yeah,
you,
we
man.
got Barton in there.
When is that? JB? Man, hit me up. Text me, JB. Let me know about that. That's right here in the backyard, man.
Huh. All right. Well, thanks everybody for hopping in. Next week, catch us on my channel. Go down in the description below. You can see the playlist. You can see episodes 1 through tonight was 18. You can rewatch 1 through 18 on the playlist down below there. And what we're doing is the odd numbers we're going on my channel. The even numbers are going on Troy's. So next week, catch us on my channel. I don't know if we're gonna have a special guest next week, but
and Rob, I think this is the last time we're doing this on my channel. Is that right?
I'm not sure.
Because I can't.
Today's
I can't do
23rd. Well, I don't think we didn't tell anybody when we were wrapping up.
Yeah, I can't do this whenever September starts. I'm going to be out of pocket, so I can't do this.
Yeah. But I'm saying I don't think we told anybody that.
Oh yeah, we haven't. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
is this the last one on my channel?
Wait, is this an exclusive here?
This might be an exclusive.
Nugget dropping?
Yeah.
This was always like a special presentation.
It's for the people who lasted this long watching all our crap. But yeah, beginning September, I will no longer be able to do the live stream. So I think this is the last one on my channel. But next week we'll be on Rob's channel.
Yeah. So today's 23rd. So the 30th will be on mine. Oh, this was almost the last episode.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I brought it up.
We're gonna end with 19 episodes, not 20.
Well,
I guess we could probably end with 19. I guess
I can maybe try 20th.
we'll do a 20th as a special episode sometime in the future.
Okay, all right.
How's
All
that?
right.
Yeah.
Well, I can probably do a 20th because I think I can. We'll see. But after that,
Yeah.
I
After
can't.
that,
do
for
it
reals,
anymore.
no more.
I can't do it anymore.
Well, I'm definitely glad I made it in for this one then.
Yeah, right. You got the second to last.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, cool.
We love you, brother Alton. Appreciate you,
Hey,
bro.
man. Love you too, Troy. Love you too, brother.
Hope
Thanks
to see you.
everybody in the chat.
Thank you, man. Thank you for everything, bro. And yeah, we're going to be talking. We'll keep it going.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.